it can be hard for people to believe in your dreams, especially if they cannot believe in theirs or theirs have not come true. I watched a movie last night, y'all, and it was called I Can Only Imagine. So I don't know if you ever heard that song. You could not tell me that Tamala Mann didn't write that song. I thought that was her song. Nevertheless, the person who wrote that song was a young man who grew up, in a abusive home with his mom left at her when he was young, and his dad raised him, but his dad beat him a lot. His dad was very abusive. So when he got of age, he left, and he went to school. Let me backtrack. When he was in school, he was playing sports, and he got hurt playing football. And he said you can't play football anymore. So it's like, what else can I do? So he got into this arts class. They were like singing and stuff. Excuse me. So he ended up being like the sound person, and the lady heard him singing one day, and she was like, so she put his name on the list. He's gonna lead the next song that we sang. He's like, what? No, no, no. So from that point on, he started singing. Eventually, he graduated. He got his own band. It's called Mercy Me. Yeah, Mercy Me was the name of the band. And they began to tour and sing. But they were singing like different kind of songs. And people was coming in to hear them. But they was like, something's missing. Like, I don't know what's missing, but something's missing. So he was like, you know what? I need to go back home. He would get so upset when people was like, yeah, you're not good enough and you should just give up on your dream. That kind of reminded him what his dad told him at that very young age. So he said, I need to go home. So he went home. He gets there. He's like, I got to go. I shouldn't be here. So his dad had cooked him. His dad heard him come in that night. So his dad cooked him breakfast. He had breakfast and everything ready for him. And he's like, come, just sit with me. I prayed for this. He said, what you mean? Now his dad was not like that when he left, right? So he's like, I pray that you will come home. He said, he was like, so you found God, you found Jesus, and he was like, well, I'm trying, And so him and his dad, they talked, and his dad apologized, and he found out that his dad was dying of pancreatic cancer. So he was able to. He said, well, if God can do that. If God can do that, then I can forgive you. Like if he can change your life, he can change you. I know that I can forgive you. And so they end up bonding. They end up forgiving. He forgave him, and they rekindled their relationship. And he took care of him until he died. And so after he died, they had the funeral. The guys came. He told his band, hey, can y'all wait on me? So they came and picked him up. He got on the bus. As they were driving, I think the next place stop they were going to was New Mexico. So as he was on the bus, he started writing this song. And the song that he wrote, y'all, was I Can Only Imagine. Now, him going back home, releasing that, he had a lot of anger in him. He had a lot of hurt, a lot of anger. He was able to forgive. He was able to finally release all of that hurt and that anger. And him and his dad, they moved past everything. He was able, that unlocked something in him. Because he began to write, and when he wrote that song, it was that, have you ever heard the song, I Can Only Imagine? The song is so beautiful. And so he was like, I can't sing this song. This song was about I never told my story, right? His song was his story. He's like, I never told my story, and I don't want to do this. It's about my dad. This is a song I wrote for my dad. And he's like, I can't sing it. So it's another singer named Amanda. I forgot Amanda's name, but she was gonna sing the song, and she said she was on stage and everything. And he was in the audience because he wanted to hear, because he wrote the song. So he was like, he wanted to hear her sing it. So she's like, she called him up. They come up here. I can't sing this song. You got to sing this song. So he sung the song. Everybody was like, oh my God. And then his high school sweetheart, she was in the audience. She told him ever since she was a little girl, you will be my husband. We gonna get married. He couldn't see that though. He was like treating her all kind of ways because he had so much anger built up. He couldn't see it. Right? His dad told him. He was looking at pictures. He was like, you better not let that one go. That's a good one. You better not let that one go. He was like, I messed it up. He said, you can go and have a conversation. You can still fix it, right? So he was able to do that. She was in the audience. He saw her after he finished singing. He went to her, and they hugged, and life went on in that way. But the song, so I'm looking at the lyrics of it, and I just wanted to share the lyrics of it because it's now that once you have the history behind something, it just makes you appreciate it a whole lot more. As I'm listening to that song, as he's singing that song, I'm crying like a baby. I don't even know why I'm crying like a baby. I guess because the story behind it was so touching. Because so many of us hold on to hurt and bitterness, and we don't know how much those things can block us from what God has for us. And so I'm going to read the lyrics to the song, and then you can go listen to the song at your own leisure. Can only imagine. Can you imagine just standing before the King? I can only imagine what it would be like when I walk by your side. I could only imagine what my eyes would see when your face is before me. I could only imagine. I can only imagine to be surrounded by your glory. What will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus, or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine. I could only imagine when the day comes and I find myself standing in the sun. I could only imagine when all I will do is forever worship you. I could only imagine. I could only imagine to be surrounded by your glory. What will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus, or in all of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Hallelujah. Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine to be surrounded by your glory. What will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus, or in all of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I could only imagine. Can you only imagine? Can you only imagine? If you don't have any words to say, you can cry out, oh, 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 oh. This is our war cry. Just to behold your face. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you for your amazing grace. Oh, 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 oh. Every day will be Sunday. Sabbath will have no end. Oh, oh, oh. Just to be in your presence, Jesus. To hear you say, well done, well done. To bow at your feet. I could only imagine. And his name is Bart Millard. That's the person who wrote that song. When I tell you that song, now I have a different appreciation when I hear that song. I have a total different appreciation when I hear that song. The name of the movie is I Can Only Imagine. When I tell you, and it's an old movie. I don't know why I haven't seen it before. Nevertheless, I know that I needed to see it when I saw it last night. I know that it needed to touch me the way it touched me. That's it. Y'all check it out. I just want to share that because it just had a huge impact on me, and I was not expecting that. But it's a powerful, powerful song, and it just really touched my heart. And so, yeah, I wanted to share that with you. Yeah, I wanted to show you a picture of the thing, but so that I just typed. I went on Apple Music and I typed it in. And so, if you can see, that's the person who wrote it. But yeah, check the movie out if you got time. Yeah, that's all I got. Happy New Year's Eve. I'll see you in the next video.